This one might be kind of obvious, why does Thor sponsor racing? But maybe there's something along the line that we haven't talked about yet. Josh, you can hit on. Thor is obviously a big motocross brand, and it seems like it should be obvious why you sponsor, but I know that you have different angles. Why don't you explain to us, why does Thor sponsor?
Hey, Alex. Hey, everybody else. Thanks for having me on. Sorry if I'm late. I was at Fran's barber, so we're good there. And and I don't want to disappoint you right out of the gate by not answering your question. I want to touch back on a couple different things that we've gone over today. Um, I love what Chris said right there. Don't tell me you're a podium guy if you're not. Don't
Yeah.
misrepresent yourself. How often, and many people from brands on this call right now know exactly what I'm talking about when somebody comes up to you and says, I'm the next such and such. My kid is the next such and such, etc. If you were at that level, I know who you are. So don't misrepresent yourself. Bring it authentic. Bob did a great point of that. Obviously he's out Pebble Beach or wherever right now, but Bob made a great point. Be natural, be yourself. Hey, Fran, I see you. But that's the truth. Is fans and followers can spot scripted, can spot inorganic or disingenuous commentary, things like that. I hate to say it. It sounds like you're attacking someone's character, but in the truest sense, it is fake. It is a misrepresentation. So don't do that. Bring a real story, bring an authentic thing. This is who I am. This is what I can do for you. And this is how I'm going to get there. This is the roadmap to our success together. And then Daryl brought it up. I love that he said, in terms of building content, tell a story. Tell a story, put this thing together, write something, video edits, things like that. Something that really helps people better understand you from front to back. But be ready to pivot too, because again, this goes right back to if it's scripted, if it's something I've heard a thousand times before, if it's something that I know you're BSing on, then you got to be ready to pivot and do the right thing and do it the right way. So back to your question, kind of on the overarching, if you will. Obviously, I mean, Thor is the original purpose-built motocross and off-road apparel brand. I mean, we're a brand built right here in San Diego, California, back in '68. Purpose-built in that, there are other brands, other apparel products, things like that. Alpine Stars is, years before us on the boot front, of course. But Thor was created of racing by racers who were at the time competing in bandy equipment, hockey type equipment, if you will, things like that. Jockey, we've got some old pics around the office of guys out there in horse jockey helmets, and I'm thinking, our focus is safety when it comes to those protective pieces and the hoops we have to jump through and the red tape and everything else to get something certified and out to market. Man, these guys
Just
were
one
out there
horsepower instead of 80, that's all. That's only difference.
exactly. Single horsepower, a plastic bucket's okay, I guess. So that's what drives us. That's the driving force behind us, right? Is creating these products, creating these materials, always looking to advance, to improve, to do better. That's the jumping off point. The springboard for Thor starts in the creative department, where it's like we'll stick with helmets. We need a new helmet. Okay, great. What does it need to do? What type of rider are we after for this thing? What's the performance features we need to make happen? And then go from there. Design that thing, testing, destroying, rebuilding, get the thing right, and get it out there to the market. Get it on racers' heads. Why do we support racers and racing? That's your visibility, right? Having some of these great legendary Hall of Fame champs in our products over the years, that only helps to increase our visibility. So it helps the athlete work together. We cross promote with these athletes on stuff. Just this past weekend for the Lakewood round, we did a cowboy kit for Plessinger. You guys can imagine why. It's kind of his deal, man. He loves it. He's into it. He's killer. He's such a wonderful guy to work with it. And so that's a cross promotion. That's a benefit to Aaron because it showcases his personality side of things, the authentic fun guy that you see Aaron Plessinger is Aaron Plessinger. I always have to point this out because people will always say, "Oh yeah, that's how they act in front of the camera or whatever." Man, that guy is as true as you get. When he's true to his story, he is the real deal. It helps to get out there winning races and kicking ass, and a top tier elite athlete too. So that's what drives it for us. But again, going back to that, the symbiotic nature of it, that helps him too. It works together between the brands and the athletes at that point.